This recording will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Remember this iconic line? If you were into espionage, flawless disguises, ticking time bombs, and that unforgettable soundtrack, Mission Impossible was part of your life. The series premiered in 1966 and changed the game for action shows on TV, with a team of secret agents who always seemed one step ahead, even of the audience. But what about the actors behind these masters of espionage? Where were they before joining this mission? And what happened to them after they packed away the disguises and turned off the self-destructing recorders? In this video, we're diving into the before and after of the main Mission Impossible cast, with fun facts, unforgettable moments, and what they did after leaving the world of secret missions behind. Get ready to travel through time in style, because this mission you'll want to accept. Martin Landau was born in 1928 in New York City. Before becoming a master of disguise on screen, Martin had quite an interesting resume. He started out as a cartoonist for the New York Daily News, but left that behind to follow his passion for acting. In the 1950s and 60s, he appeared in films like Hitchcock's North by Northwest. In Mission Impossible, Martin played the brilliant Rollin Hand, the expert in disguises, tricks, and theatrical illusions. With his expressive face and chameleon-like talent, he fooled villains with accents, wigs, and makeup, always with a dramatic flair. He was a standout during the show's first 3 seasons, leaving in 1969 along with his wife, Barbara Bain, due to contract disputes. After the show, Landau went through a quieter period, but made a major comeback in the 80s and 90s. He won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his unforgettable role as Bela Lugosi in Tim Burton's Ed Wood. Martin Landau passed away in 2017 at the age of 89 due to heart complications. Peter Graves was born in 1926 in Minneapolis. His real name was Peter Ornish, and he spent the 1950s and 60s acting in B-movies and TV series like Fury and Whiplash. He also appeared in several war films and westerns, always with that serious demeanor that became his trademark. In Mission Impossible, Peter played the iconic Jim Phelps, the man who received those famous self-destructing mission tapes. Always calm, strategic, and commanding with his deep authoritative voice, Phelps was the mastermind behind the team's elaborate operations. He joined the show in its second season in 1967 and stayed until the end, becoming the face of the franchise. After the series, Graves starred as the deadpan pilot in the comedy Airplane. In the late 80s, he returned as Jim Phelps in the Mission Impossible revival, leading a new team from 1988 to 1990. Peter Graves passed away in 2010 at age 83 from a heart attack. Barbara Bain was born in 1931 in Chicago. Before becoming a TV spy, Barbara earned a degree in sociology and began her career as a fashion model in New York, but she was soon drawn to acting. She studied at the legendary Actors Studio, where she met none other than Martin Landau, who would later become her husband. In the series Mission Impossible, Barbara shone as Cinnamon Carter, the elegant agent known for her disguises and seduction skills. She was the one charming and outsmarting villains, winning 3 consecutive Emmy Awards for the role, a groundbreaking achievement at the time. She starred in the first 3 seasons, leaving the show in 1969 alongside Landau due to contract disputes with the producers. After the series, Barbara headlined the cult sci-fi show Space, 1999, again acting alongside Landau, and remained active with guest roles in shows like CSI and My So-Called Life. Off-screen, she became involved in social and educational causes. Barbara Bain, now 93, remains a true living legend of the golden age of American television. Leonard Nimoy was born in 1931 in Boston. Before embarking on covert missions, Nimoy was already a legendary figure in the intergalactic realm. Yes, he became world famous as Mr. Spock on Star Trek, with his arched eyebrows, cool logic, and the iconic phrase, "Live long and prosper." But after Star Trek was canceled, Nimoy swapped his Starfleet uniform for an IMF suit. In Mission Impossible, he played Paris, the magician and master of disguise. He joined the show in its 4th season, stepping in for Martin Landau, and brought a quirky charm to the team. As Paris, he used his theatrical and illusionist skills to outwit enemies and pull off missions with flair. After the series, Nimoy didn't stay away from Spock for long. He returned for several Star Trek films, and even directed 2 of them. He also wrote books, narrated documentaries, and released music albums. Leonard Nimoy passed away in 2015 at age 83 from complications of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Lynda Day George was born in 1944 in Texas. Before stepping into the world of secret missions, Lynda appeared in popular shows like The Green Hornet and The Virginian. With her elegance and charisma, it didn't take long for the producers of Mission Impossible to take notice. She joined the series in 1971 during its 6th season, playing Lisa Casey. As the team's disguise expert, she easily slipped into villainous schemes, whether as a seductive spy, glamorous socialite, or sharp-witted secretary. Lynda brought charm, intelligence, and a strong female presence to a male-dominated team. She stayed until the end of the series and even returned for the 1988 revival. After the show, Lynda starred in horror cult classics like Pieces and made guest appearances on Wonder Woman and Fantasy Island. Sadly, the early death of her husband in 1983 deeply impacted her, and she gradually stepped away from acting. She's still alive at 80, fondly remembered as the stylish, scene-stealing spy in every mission. Lesley Ann Warren was born in 1946 in New York City. Before diving into the world of espionage, Lesley trained as a ballerina and at just 19 starred as Cinderella in a TV musical. In the 1960s, she became a favorite in musicals and romantic comedies, known for her charm and vivacity. She joined Mission Impossible in its 5th season as Dana Lambert, a young agent who utilized intelligence, charm, and bravery to complete undercover missions. Her character brought a more modern vibe to the team, reflecting a new generation of women eager to be part of the action. Though she stayed for just 1 season, Lesley left a lasting impression with her magnetic presence. After the series, she thrived in the 70s and 80s with films like Victor, Victoria, and appeared in shows like Desperate Housewives and Will and Grace. She also earned Emmy and Golden Globe nominations, proving her talent went far beyond her beauty. Lesley is alive, thriving, and at 78, still captivating fans across generations. Stephen Hill was born in 1922 in Seattle. Before taking charge of the IMF, he was already a respected actor who had worked with legends like Marlon Brando and appeared in numerous TV dramas throughout the 1950s and 1960s. In Mission Impossible, he played the team's original leader, Dan Briggs, the man who received the secret tape-recorded missions that would self-destruct. He only appeared in the 1st season, in 1966. Why? Hill was an Orthodox Jew and refused to work on Friday nights and Saturdays, which led to conflicts with the production, and he was eventually replaced by Peter Graves. After leaving the show, Stephen Hill stepped away from television for a while to focus on his religious life. He returned to acting in the 1980s and made a major comeback as District Attorney Adam Schiff on Law and Order. He held the role for 10 seasons, from 1990 to 2000, with that same serious and authoritative presence that became his trademark. Stephen Hill passed away in 2016 at the age of 94 due to cancer. Peter Lupus was born in 1932 in Indianapolis. Before becoming the most likable strongman in the spy game, Peter Lupus was already well known for his bodybuilder physique. He won several bodybuilding championships in the 1950s and 60s and even starred in Italian sword and sandal films as Hercules, using the stage name Rock Stevens. In Mission Impossible, He played Willie Armitage, the team's muscle. When it came to lifting safes, breaking down doors, or holding up steel gates, Willie was the go-to guy. He didn't talk much, but his presence always meant action, the silent powerhouse with a determined stare. After the series, Peter Lupus continued acting, though mostly in smaller roles as the strongman type. In the 1970s and 1980s, he appeared in action films and TV shows, and even returned as Willie in the 1988 Mission Impossible revival. Amazingly, he set a world record by lifting 77,560 pounds, well into his 70s. Peter Lupus is still alive at 92, and yes, the guy's still ripped. Greg Morris was born in 1933 in Cleveland, Ohio. Before sneaking into enemy bases with gadgets and cables, Greg Morris began his career in theater, making small appearances on TV. He had roles in shows like The Twilight Zone and Dr. Kildare, but his big break came in 1966 with the hit show Mission Impossible. In the series, Greg played Barney Collier, the team's technical genius. If something needed to be hacked, cracked, sabotaged, or built in record time, Barney was the guy. With his serious, no-nonsense demeanor, Barney became one of the show's most beloved characters. He stayed on the series until it ended in 1973, one of the few cast members to stick around that long. After Mission Impossible, Greg went on to star in the series Vegas and made guest appearances in various other productions. Fun fact, his son, Phil Morris, played the new Collier in the 1980s reboot of Mission Impossible. Greg Morris passed away in 1996 at the age of 62 due to cancer. Sam Elliott was born in 1944 in California. Before making his mark with that iconic mustache and thunderous voice, Sam started with small roles in movies and TV shows in the 1960s. With his quiet cowboy vibe, it didn't take long for his distinctive look and strong presence to grab attention. In Mission Impossible, he joined the cast in the 5th season as Doug Robert, an IMF agent who occasionally appeared to assist with the more challenging missions. His role wasn't central, but he was that classic type who'd step in, fix the situation, and disappear without a fuss. Pure Sam Elliott. After the show, his career took off. In the 80s and 90s, he became a symbol of the modern Western and the strong, silent hero in films like Tombstone and Ghost Rider. More recently, he moved audiences with his performance in A Star is Born, earning an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor. And yes, his voice is still featured in commercials and narrations. Once you hear it, you know it's him. Sam Elliott is alive and thriving at 80. Remaining a true icon of rugged charm and cowboy cool. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more amazing content, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with your friends and family. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us continue creating fantastic videos like this one. Thanks again, and see you next time.